amongst my friends, I'm known to be very shy. They know that I am introvert, and what you see on social media seems to be a very, very different person. They know that I am very quiet, and they know that they really need to ask for my opinion if they would like to hear something. And yet, the image that women entrepreneurs need to present to the world on social media, sometimes it's quite different from their natural state. And today I would like to share with you a couple of discoveries that I made recently, because even being this very, very shy and introvert entrepreneur, it doesn't stop me from reaching for the stars, reaching for the sky. Um, but I'm doing it my way. And finally, I have really discovered the the way that fits my schedule, the way that fits my way of doing things, and my way of solving the challenges. Because there are, many gurus out there, and there are people out there who, having the best intentions, share what you should be doing while putting yourself out there in order to secure your financial success, to make sure that your business is becoming really a thriving business. So I would like to share with you a bit of my story, um, because really the shift started to happen quite recently, and I see tremendous change in that. Although I believe that we are shifting all the time. We are shifting from the moment we have been born, and everything that we experience during our life journey is meant to be brought to us to help us become our best versions of ourselves. So I'm coming from the corporate world. I used to be a European marketing director. I had like 20 plus years of working first in advertising, then in marketing, corporate marketing, international marketing. So I've been living, breathing, working in not only international environment, but for most very masculine environment. The environment that was requiring from me building up my femininity, covering it with kind of a fake masculinity, pretending that I am stronger, better equipped, better armored. I was basically pretending that I am a man. So I was occupying more space. I was lowering my voice. I was, opening the arms while speaking with these guys. And it was working to some point, but I was not super happy there. And even though I had brilliant international career, I was living in Switzerland, I was running 16, 17 markets globally, my soul was not on fire. I was experiencing many different diseases. I was kind of sick all the time, and I experienced chronic fatigue syndrome. However, I didn't know that time that this is it really. And I decided, it was really the matter of one decision, that I need to protect myself. I need to protect my energy, and I need to step out from this lucrative contract to actually to live something that my colleagues in corporate world called smaller life, quieter life. That was one of the best decisions in my life, because it really brought me to the moment where I am now. I am free of any disease. My ego is right now trying to influence my voice, so I will just take a sip of tea. I am free of completely, any diseases. But the disease is really the evidence of, it's the way your body communicates with you, telling you that you need to address something, that something needs to change because your body is being worn out. So right now, I am, I am this person with a corporate experience, and I am this person with European Commission experience, because I'm also an expert and I'm still working with them in European Council of Innovation. But I am also and foremost a business coach. I work with women who, just like me, they want to expand, they want to grow, they know that there is something more ahead, but they are a little bit scared to lose their freshly acquired freedom of their new businesses. And they would like to really to keep the balance in their life. They would like to, by putting the soul on fire, they would like to see not only the abundance on their account, on their bank account, but also the abundance in their life. And since everything is connected, when we work together, we are, introducing different kind of strategies necessary for the business expansion, but we do it in such a way that the soul is really on fire, meaning that they discover their way of doing things. And that's something which is sort of sleeping in any one of us. I'm not telling you to be completely rebellious and not to listen to people out there who are recommending and suggesting things, but I recommend to be very selective of what you are absorbing. And actually, the shift number one that I'm working with my clients is to stop consuming knowledge as it is and start transferring this knowledge, or just picking the gold nuggets from the knowledge to transfer this into inner work. Actually, the inner work, putting your soul on fire, meaning learning how to connect with your dreams, how to activate or open the best version of you, the version that is capable of being creative, is capable of being courageous, is capable of actually doing or experiencing anything that you would dream of. This is the process of opening yourself up to the possibilities. And on the other side, this is the process that also sort of strips you from all the unhealthy beliefs that you have acquired during all your lifetime and all the working experience that you have acquired during until now, right? So when we work together, we work in parallel on your business and on your mindset and on your soul. because really the power of who you are truly, authentically, can this power, this vibe can move you from the place you are right now to any place in the universe. I'm working with the women who are at the moment desiring and dare to desire a six-figure business. And this is absolutely doable. It's not only doable, I would say it's not doable for everyone, because you need to have a specific experience, business experience, life experience, and you need to have a specific mindset or willingness to shift things, willingness to change things, willingness to step on the pathway, which is not always full of roses. Sometimes it is uncomfortable, sometimes it is ugly and messy, sometimes it is chaotic, but once you get out of that, when you get out on the other side, then you have, this beautiful smile, even till your 80s. So people can see your absolutely full smile. And yesterday I was watching with my husband a cartoon, because my lovely husband knows that I am a freak about cartoons, and I actually love these, great cartoons for children. So he secured a new Disney movie for me, which is called Luca. If you haven't seen it and you are a fan of cartoons like me, do it. But why I'm speaking about this, there was one scene in this movie that probably will transform as a part of my language and a part of my attitude. The story in Luca is, in essence, the story of two young boys who are stepping into the new experiences. They are, I don't know, 7, maybe 8 years old. And it doesn't matter in what circumstances and in what environment the story happens. You will see it for yourself. But they are putting themselves in a quite challenging situations. One of the boys is very courageous, and I would say this is kind of a typical for young men bravura, bravery. The other one, the main hero, Luca, is a little bit more conservative. He remembers what his mother was telling him, that he was not supposed to do things, that there are things which are dangerous for them, and he should really keep himself safe. And one sentence that his colleague Alberto tells Luca is, you mustn't listen to this little voice in your head, which is telling you don't do this, or keep yourself small. And the secret is to say Silenzio Bruno. So Silenzio Bruno, actually Luca was even asking, who the hell is Bruno? And who cares? Okay? This is the only thing that you need to do. When we are going to do something which is exciting but scary, you just say to yourself, Silenzio Bruno. So I am encouraging you today also to adapt this little saying into your language. It happened to me many, many times on my entrepreneurial journey and on my coaching journey that, well, the things look scary. The things look that way, that it was much easier to back off and just not do it. I would be happy and nothing wrong would happen in my life if I wouldn't do it. But I would not be growing as well. So one of the things that I put myself, this is actually what is called, Ernest Hemingway said, courage is nothing else but grace under stress. Grace under pressure. So as entrepreneurs, we are putting ourselves under stress voluntarily, because that's how we grow. We know that, yeah, maybe this first time, maybe the second time, it will be a little bit scary, maybe a lot scary even, but you have to learn it. I mean, you have to experience it. There is no way you can cross this bridge only by talking or only by intellectually understanding. You have to experience that. So say to yourself, if you would like really to welcome the abundance in every aspect of your life, say to yourself, instead of saying, what else can I do for my business? What should I be doing today? Say to yourself, how I would like to feel today, what I would like to experience, or actually, yeah, how I would like to experience as the result, how I would like to feel as a result of that experience. This is what I wanted to say. The feeling is very important. The feeling is sending the vibration out there where you are mentally, where you are emotionally, what you want to really create. So think about it. I mean, Silenzio Bruno, that's a fantastic recommendation. And another thing, I was telling you that one shift that I am recommending to my clients is basically replace your knowledge mastery with self-mastery and start working on yourself. And shift number 2 that is highly recommended is, if you would like to do it your way, if you would like to feel this authenticity, this fiery feeling that your heart is really connected with what you are doing, and that your soul is attached, or sending this vibe of love to your clients, so you have this intimate connection with your clients, you need to start working energetically on yourself, and you need to recognize your lessons. Albert Einstein said many, wise things, but amongst others, he said, you have basically 2 decisions in life to make. And you need to decide whether you live in a hostile environment or you live in a friendly environment. Those who choose to live in a friendly environment, despite of the conditions, because sometimes conditions and the external factors that we experience, that we see, might not be so friendly at the first glance, right? So you might experience at the moment a feeling of guilt, a feeling of fear, maybe lack of money. So maybe you are stressed about your future, and this is creating this knot in your stomach that wakes you up at 3 a.m. But this is the result of your beliefs, of the way you chose to see your lessons and see everything that comes to you in this particular way. So I would say, if you decide to stick with fear, with self-doubt, with anxiety, they are really, altogether, they are just draining your energy. There are practices, spiritual practices, energetic practices that help you to clear your mind, to clear the beliefs that you are acquiring through your life. So when we are working together, we are identifying what are your beliefs, and everybody has a different set of beliefs. It's not like, oh, you will have this one. Everybody has a tangling, a very, very personal blueprint, I would say, of this unhealthy beliefs. So we strip you naked from that and lovingly allow you to adopt the new beliefs about yourself, about your business, about the environment. So in essence, we allow you to trust that you are living again in a positive, in a friendly environment. The minute you make this shift, actually the whole universe, the whole constellation around you of people, circumstances, synchronicities, environment start changing, because you are changing your behavior, you are changing the way you are seeing people, you start speaking a bit different language, and your vibe changes. So what's inside is reflected outside. And the shift number 3 that I encourage you to do when you would like really to welcome unstoppable prosperity now is to be very, very intentional. You have to be conscious. You have to be aware of what is happening around you and how you create that, because this is you who is actually responsible for anything that happens to you. Even the fact that maybe your neighbor did something that you disapprove is the effect of the relationship that you have with this human being. So we, as people, we do more than 90% of our actions automatically. They happen on autopilot. They happen without our serious thought of noticing really what is happening now. The minute you start noticing how actually people, animals, nature, things interact with you, and you start noticing the little miracles, then your mind really opens. So at the time when your brain is not busy with thinking your 80 thoughts a day, you can actually lower the number of thoughts and be very, very selective about the thoughts that you are thinking. This is that, I think Marianne Williamson, she speaks about this, that you can deliberately choose not to think particular thoughts. If you catch yourself on thinking a thought which is repetitive, which makes you fearful, which makes you angry, or which makes you guilty, then the first step to change is to be aware of that. But the next step is really to say, I don't want to think it. I choose to think otherwise. And you can even imagine like wrapping up this thought in a nice, I don't know, blue or pink paper and send it back to the universe. And intentionally, you just choose different thing. We have this tendency to concentrate on things that do not work in our life, while usually majority of topics are working. So if there is 10 topics, let's say 10 areas in your life, and one is not working, we have this tendency to just buggle up about this one, instead of appreciating the beautiful changes, the amazing expansion, which is happening in the 9 remaining areas. So be committed to your change, because change is happening every day. The shifts that you would like to welcome in your life, they might not happen without you being part of that. If you do it consciously, they happen much more they happen faster, and they happen in the direction which is aligned with your intention, which is aligned with your dream and desire. So, for instance, English is not my native language, and some time ago I felt, even though I was having this international career and I had the experience with European Innovation Council, I still didn't believe that my English is good enough, for instance, to write, to publish in language in English. But still, it didn't stop me from publishing the book last year as one of the 10 co-authors of Wild Wives Women. That book became, in a few weeks, Amazon bestseller. And I'm super grateful for that. That was actually one of the first times when I saw my name published on the book cover. And recently, I also started to publish articles in English-speaking environment. So a few weeks ago, there was an article in Leadership magazine. Yesterday, there is an article in Brains magazine titled "Put Your Soul on Fire and Welcome Six-Figure Business Now." Because I would like to have an impact on more women. I know that the way I work with women and the way I teach them how to put their souls on fire and how to expand their business in their way without struggle, without pushing, without going through a very unpleasant, stressful experiences in their own dynamics and in their own style. This is what makes this shift faster and more profound. So what happens is, since I put this desire out that I would like to offer my services to more women out there who are just like me, a little bit scared and a little bit intimidated, but they know it's more and they are capable of doing more, they are doing the same. So in a way, we are growing together. And that's absolutely amazing. This is something I didn't dream of, stepping into the coaching business some time ago. So it is about, crossing several barriers. I know that, many of my clients are scared to be visible. So we work on their visibility blocks and they overcome it very fast, because it's not about who you don't want to be. It's about who you want to be and how you would like to present yourself, how you would like to stand in the spotlight, being you, and having not only six-figure thriving business, but really having this feeling like the prices that you are charged put smile on your lips, that you feel seen and heard, and you are richly rewarded for what you are standing for. So if this is something that resonates with you, then I am inviting, this is really the invitation to step into your power and choose to start working on your expansion. Let's hop on the call. Let's see if we can work together, and you can discover the first 2-3 steps that will put you on this growth trajectory. That's it from me for today. It was lovely speaking to you today. I'm going to leave for weekend to experience some lake house, which is my place of power. So I wish you absolutely fabulous weekend, and I'll speak to you more next week where I will be sharing more secrets on six-figure business and how you can put your soul on fire to experience everything that comes with it. Bye now.